Another woman sues Sean Diddy Combs claiming he sexually assaulted her during Men's Fashion Week.
Sean Diddy Combs is being sued by a model accusing him of sexual assault.
Good day, America and the rest of the world. Xander J. Hobson here, comedian, director and producer of boxing documentaries, and troll to those who need trolling. This here is another episode of The Devil's Advocate brought to you by the brilliant artist movement. Folks, listen, I'm trying to grow this here platform, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means, leave a comment in the comment section because I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that Negro, Sean Puffy Combs, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Brother Love, the diddler. Oh, this Negro, he has gone too far this time because right now he is currently being accused of violating a pure as the driven snow, would never tell a lie, white woman. And this, he's in trouble. Right now, I think they're pulling some of his sponsors. I believe this is maybe the 5th or 6th person who has filed a claim against him in the past 6 months. This Negro has been getting a claim filed against him. You know what? Let's see what these people are talking about because they can tell you way better than I can.
The rapper is being sued by model Crystal McKinney over claims that he drugged and sexually assaulted her at his New York studio in 2003.
Hold on. Did she just say 2003? Wait a minute, let's run that back.
The rapper is being sued by model Crystal McKinney over claims that he drugged and sexually assaulted her at his New York studio in 2003.
Hold on, come on, wait a minute. You gotta be kidding me. 2003? That's 21 years ago. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on now. Wait a minute now. Listen. Hold on. I'm not caping for Puff Daddy. If he done any of the things that people said that he did, get him out of here. Okay? I'm for law and order just like the next person. But are you kidding me? This woman is filing a complaint against this man and is 21 years old. Oh, come on. That is utterly ridiculous. Now, wait a minute. Again, it's this whole MeToo movement thing going on. Okay, I get it. It's a lot of bad guys out there. Okay? And if you're actually going after bad guys, that's one thing. But if it's a money grab, come on. You're wasting people's time. It's horrible. And you know what? I think that the people who pull this kind of crap are just as bad as the people who allegedly victimize them. Because you got to say alleged. Because if it took a person 21 years to file a complaint against someone, how much credibility can that person have? Let's see what else these people are talking about.
According to legal documents obtained by E! News May 21st. In the documents, McKinney, who is modeled for brands like Tommy Hilfiger and Macy's, alleges that she was invited by an unnamed designer to a Men's Fashion Week dinner at Cipriani downtown, where she was told that she'd be introduced to Combs to potentially advance her career. Ahead of the event, the model, then 22, said she was instructed to change her appearance by dyeing her hair and buying a new outfit to ensure that the Bad Boy Records founder found her attractive, per the suit. And while Combs did promise to help her, quote, make it big one day during the dinner, according to the filing, the 54-year-old also allegedly made flirtatious remarks toward McKinney before inviting her to his studio later that night.
What it sounds like to me is whoever this unnamed individual is, you know, this person, they're trying to protect this person's identity. This person pretty much sicked this young lady on P. Diddy, you know? I mean, you heard the conversation. Change your appearance. We want to make sure that you can get P. Diddy's attention. You see how predatory this young lady's whole approach was to meeting P. Diddy or Brother Love or whatever his damn name is. And again, this is not me saying that P. Diddy isn't a dirty, rotten to the core type of guy. I believe that he is. But the pendulum swings both ways, okay? And you take this young lady, maybe, let's just say that she is an innocent party in this and she was indeed victimized the way she's alleging. What about the person who sicked you on, P. Diddy? You know? I mean, here it is, this person is supposed to be someone who has your best interest at heart. But here they are, they're dialing you up and setting you up so that you can go and hang out with P. Diddy. See, these are the things that they're leaving out. And a lot of these Me Too cases, they are actually an example of the hunter getting caught by the game. Let's see what else they're talking about here.
According to the filing, the 54-year-old also allegedly made flirtatious remarks toward McKinney before inviting her to his studio later that night to, quote, get to know her better. While at his studio, per the filing, Combs and an associate then pressured her to smoke and drink until she felt like she was floating, despite her previously insisting she had had enough. Combs then allegedly demanded McKinney follow him into the bathroom, where he began kissing her without her consent and forced her to perform oral sex on him. She said she lost consciousness shortly after and awoke in shock to find herself in a taxi back to the designer's apartment, per the lawsuit. McKinney, who claimed in the suit that she was blackballed in the modeling industry following the incident, is seeking compensatory and punitive damages in the case, as well as coverage of her attorney's fees and costs. She also demands a trial by jury. E! reached out to Combs' lawyer for comment on the lawsuit, but has not heard back. McKinney is one of 6 accusers who have filed claims of sexual assault against Combs in the last 6 months.
You know, one of the things that I greatly admire about the state of Israel is they do not negotiate with terrorists. And hence the case with P. Diddy Combs. You heard the woman just say, 5 people have already filed a suit against P. Diddy Combs. And this young lady, she's the 6th person that's filing a lawsuit against P. Diddy. Now, there's a lot of ways we can go here. And one of the ways we can go is this. P. Diddy definitely did something because he settled really, really quickly with Cassie. I believe inside of 48 hours. So that alone tells you that he has something to hide, because I've never heard of a settlement happening that quickly. But nevertheless, just going back to what transpired with this young lady, it sounds to me like there could be some buyer's regret, because just that whole element, that whole setup with this young lady, I just don't think she's as innocent as she's pretending to be. As a matter of fact, let's just look at this next segment. This comes from another news source where this seemingly innocent young lady, she done something that, in my mind, I think it was quite calculated. But you know what? Why am I trying to explain it? Let's watch it and we'll discuss it.
Robin Nunn is a litigator, and she's been combing through this lawsuit, as have I. Robin, Crystal McKinney lays out some serious allegations, and they're kind of similar to some allegations that other women have made.
Yeah, reading her complaint was very sobering. It's a very sad story. She seems to be someone who was an up-and-coming model. At one point, a winner of MTV's Model Mission, just really kind of breaking into her career and having a lot of success. And unfortunately, you know, in the early parts of that career, she seems to have been introduced to Sean Combs and had a very sort of debilitating experience and evening with him, and, you know, wasn't really able to ever recover in her career in life, you know, sort of suffered, is a part of her, is the allegation in her complaint.
The designer, you know, there's no name attached to that. Is that a strategic thing? Is that maybe to protect somebody who could be cooperating with the civil attorneys? I don't understand why this person is not named.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting move. It was obviously a strategic move. The idea is that it seems as if whoever this designer is someone that she is attempting to spare publicity and notoriety as being who was involved in this situation. As her complaint alleges, the designer knew Sean Combs, encouraged her to meet with Sean Combs, even suggested clothing and hair extensions that she should wear in order to make herself more appealing to Sean Combs.
See, what I tell you, it was a setup, you know? And you got two women sitting there talking, two very intelligent women, I might add, a couple of lawyers, both of them. And women know women. It was a setup. How can you not acknowledge that fact?
And it almost sounded like the designer was, I mean, obviously he's trying to like make her look hot. I mean, let's not mince words here. I mean, he's trying to make her look hot for Sean Combs so that he would help her or do whatever. So who knows what the designer knew or what she knew going into this meeting. But it's sad. The allegation is very sad. I don't ever want to hear about something like this happening to somebody.
Did you hear what she just said? Who knows what she knew? Yeah? It might not be as bad as this young lady is actually making it out to be. She is an actor, for Christ's sakes. You know, actors, they know, they're professional liars, actors. Okay, listen, this is the part that we're going to close it out with. Pay attention.
So how difficult will it be for her to prove those allegations? Because she will have to prove them in court.
Yeah, I'm assuming that although this was 2003, which, as we know, over 20 years ago, that there will be, some issues with people's recollection, perhaps even her own memory of events. But the complaint says that she saved the clothing that she wore that night, which may have, some DNA evidence on it.
Now, how could you possibly take someone seriously who alleges to have been sexually assaulted, and instead of going to the police immediately after it happened, they sit on the evidence for more than 20 years? I mean, that doesn't even sound credible to me. And if I was sitting on a jury hearing that young lady's case, there is no way in God's green earth that I would rule in her favor, because it just doesn't sound credible. I'm sorry. If something bad happens to you, you should go to the police first and foremost and get it on record. To skip over going to the police and go right to the lawyers, that just sounds like a money grab to me. And when Puff Daddy, he clearly had something to hide, because he settled immediately with Cassie. And when people realized that Puff Daddy had some serious skeletons in his closet, people started filing suits after suit after suit. Hey, if P. Diddy is doing a lot of these things that people are saying that he did, and I believe that he is, he needs to be held accountable for it. But the flip side is, a lot of people willingly like to spend time around people like P. Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby. They do it because they're trying to get something out of it. And a lot of times it's a hazing period. But guess what? If somebody has something that you want, how bad do you want it? And what are you willing to go through to get it from them? Well, I listened to the complaint saying that the young lady said Puff Daddy made her drink. He made her go to the restroom with her. That doesn't sound credible. She's an adult. And it seems to me that she could have got up and walked out of there anytime she wanted. She should have walked out of there. I mean, what did she think was going to be in the bathroom? You know, it ain't nothing in the bathroom. If a woman follows a man in the bathroom, there's nothing in there but a dick, and you're going to do something. So that a person saying something like that has absolutely no credibility. I tell you what, if it was a guy who couldn't have done anything for her and she didn't find herself attracted to him, she wouldn't have followed him into the restroom. I tell you that. So I don't want to be too long with this. I don't want to ramble. I just wanted to get through this because it's a trending topic and I wanted to give my take on it. And now that I've given my take on it, I'm done with it. Bam.